You two alright down there? You two okay? Hello? You alright? You don't look very good. You're breathing, but I'm not quite sure if that's how you meant to be. Yeah, I'd get up and move if I was you too. No? That looks a bit more comfortable. Well, hello everyone, Argsy here. Welcome back to No Man's Land. Now, I don't know what FSG's got in store, but he told me to come down and meet him down here at the potato shed. So, well, I guess we'll just wait. Well, he must be coming from somewhere. Not sure what he's doing. Let's come down here and meet him. I can see something coming out of the store down there. What on earth is this? Oh, he hasn't, has he? He has. Gone and got us a little side-by-side. This. Oh. Morning, mate. How you doing?
Need a lift, sir? I'm alright.
Hey, I didn't know I'd ordered an Uber.
Yeah, that's my, in the quiet months, this is how I make ends meet. There you go, jump in.
Yeah, look at that. How you doing?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. This is a different way to get to the farm.
It is a bit, isn't it? Quite nice.
It is nice. It is nice. So we've got lots planned again today. Another busy day.
Yes, indeed. We're still waiting for harvest to arrive, aren't we? But there's a few chores that we need to do around the farm.
Yeah, there is. So animals all need feeding. We've got quite a few products to sell. Our soybeans are just about at the prime price. We're going to get some chickens in that big chicken coop. We're going to have to buy some food for them, though. And possibly a little bit of liquid fertilizer to apply to a couple of the fields.
Look at the size of that chicken coop over there as well. That's crazy.
That's massive, eh? These crops all look good, though. It's nice actually being able to scout them on the way down.
It is. This little vehicle could come in handy, actually.
Could do, could do. It was a spur-of-the-moment decision to purchase this, was it? Or just sick of walking everywhere?
Well, we made a lot of money out of those rocks that we cleared. When we cleared the trees, we made a lot of money out of the rocks when it was converted to lime. So yeah, we have had a little bit of a float that we thought we'd treat ourselves.
That's right. And we've still got a we're still going to buy a combine, another combine at some stage, but I think we'll be right.
That's right.
All the other things we're talking about selling, we're going to get rid of some sheep too, aren't we? Once we've fed them and got them back up to 100% health.
That's right. Yeah, we're and we've got productions coming out of our ears. There's maple syrup, there's lettuce, there's wool, there's honey. It's crazy.
All sorts. Well, much as fun as it is driving around with you in this, I think we should go and get to some work.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Parking outside the shed.
Yeah, we were going to put some silage into the BGA too, weren't we?
We are, yes, we're going to do that as well. And there's a couple of fields that need a little bit of fertiliser in them as well, so...
Yep. Very good. Oh, let's hop to it.
Let's do it.
He's got too used to his electric vehicle, he's left the engine running. Are you paying the petrol bills, leaving the engine running?
Yes, I just remembered I didn't turn it off.
I was just saying you were too used to your electric car, you could leave going all the time.
Exactly. Right, I think probably first thing is to feed those poor, hungry animals.
That's probably a good idea, and then towards the end of the episode we can get rid of some of those sheep. They're back up to good health.
Yep.
Alright, let's get to
Indeed.
it. There you go, you heard the man. We are going to go and get the animals fed. So we've obviously got the water trailer here hooked up. We should keep that on the tractor, and I guess that's going to make us in charge of water. So let's go and get started with those, and we will get them all back to some good health. And, well, see what else needs doing. Plenty of things to do today, though. Alright, of course, FSG, I'm just thinking he is going to need to go and get the conveyors, I suppose, get some of the silage out of the bunker, and I won't give him a hand doing that if we're going to get one each. In fact, we could use the side-by-side for that. I was just thinking you need to get the conveyors, but you could use the side-by-side for that.
I could indeed.
Coming in handy already.
Exactly.
There we are. We are getting some water here into the cows. We've got a good amount of manure here already, actually. How much is there in the pit? 3,000 litres. Oh, that's good. We'll be able to go and throw some of that into the fertiliser production plant at some stage. There we go. They took just over 4,000 litres. So we'll go and find some space over here with the sheep. Get them all topped up as well. There we are, that is the second of the sheep pens done. So that is everything watered. We will go, and while we've got it hooked up, we'll go and check that the maple syrup and all the greenhouses have enough water. Get that all topped up and going as well. Keep them producing what they need to produce. But looks like, chase the deer out. Like if FSG's got the one conveyor over here, while we're filling up, we'll get that put into place for him, and he must be off getting the other one with the side by side. That's very handy. Already come in handy. Alright, there we are, all set up for him. So, ready for when he gets over here. And sets the other conveyor up, and I think our water tank is full, so we will go and top these greenhouses up here, and then we'll go and do the maple syrup. Well, there's FSG back with the bigger conveyor. Obviously, wasn't able to tow it with the side-by-side, which is a bit of a shame. I've heard of a sheep dip, but this is a little bit silly. I don't know if anyone can see that little white ball of wool that you can see there. That's one of our sheep. Decided to go for a swim. And seems quite content to be in there as well. There they go. Look at that. Obviously finished having their bath. Get out of there. Out, out, out. Magic sheep. Well, there we are. That is everything done and watered. We've put 2 loads here into the maple syrup. Both of the greenhouses were actually completely out of water, so we've topped them up to full. So we'll be starting to get some more lettuce out of those. And our liquid fertilizer production is actually stalled because we've run out of slurry or manure. But interestingly enough, 8,234 litres of liquid fertilizer there out of our tank of slurry we put in. So that's not a bad return. And then just looking at our maple syrup, there you go, back up to 16,000 litres to 8,000 litre tank of fulls. So that is pretty good. If we just have a quick look here back at the cows, we've got 1,600 litres of milk. It's not a huge amount. But they are looking actually quite well fed now, so FSG's been busy there. So we're going to park the trailer up, and we'll go and grab one of the feeding wagons, or the loading wagons, sorry, and probably get some hay to take into the sheep. Alright, we've got 9,000 litres of hay on board here. That should be more than enough to keep the sheep well fed. You do have to remember we do have quite a few sheep at the moment. They have been multiplying rather rapidly. And I think we might actually be full, we might be out of space, so that's part of the reason we were going to sell some of the older ones, make some money off them, and free up some room to have some more breed. So that is part of the plan. Looks like FSG may be going to get some slurry and put it into the fertilizer production. There we are, we'll get the trigger there for the hay if we get into the right spot. There it is. See how much these guys take? Oh, just over 2,000 litres, so we're going to have more than enough for both pens. And there we are, those ones are fed as well. So let's just take another double check on things. So we can see there that our cows are full water and they are full of hay. Did FSG give them just hay and not TMR? That's interesting. Not sure what's happened there. He definitely put silage in. Oh, it's showing up as hay. Have a chat to him about that. But there we go, we've put hay in here for the sheep, and they are full there and full of water. So that health and productivity will bounce back very, very quickly. And I realised why we were probably out of manure. We had run out of straw here for the cows, which is why they hadn't produced too much. So we'll get over here. We've got 15,000 litres they take. Didn't take it all, which is fine. We'll go and dump this back into the hayloft, but at least that will keep them going with some manure production, which is good. Like they were interested in escaping, but not just now. Get in here and close the gate.
FSG Targs?
Yeah, go ahead, mate.
I'm just wondering after that, after you drop that load in the BGA, should we grab some productions? Shall I round up the productions and get those sold?
Yeah,
and
go for it.
Maybe bring some chicken feed back?
Yep, that sounds like a good idea. I was going to say one of us could go get chicken feed and the other could do some spraying as well.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Alright, there we go, 26,000 litres of silage. I'm going to dump this over in the BGA, then I think we'll go and see what FSG's doing. We might go and hook up to the sprayer and go and put some fertiliser on a couple of the fields. Alright, we get hooked up here to the sprayer. We haven't used this yet. FSG got to use it last time, but we'll go and see if we can get some of our liquid fertiliser out of the production point. Now you'll have to excuse the animation on this because that was the one thing I wasn't able to fix to get it looking like a liquid. But we'll just get back in here under the spout and we should be able to get it filled up. Alright, and there we go, 1,200 litres, I was going to say 12,000 litres, 1,200 litres of liquid fertiliser of our own production. So, we've got just this little part down behind the trees here to do, as well as the small field over by the cows. So we'll get this all hooked up, all unfolded. Hopefully we don't cause too much damage to the crop. It is at quite an advanced growth stage, but we should be okay. Alright, we'll get this unfolded back up here against the tree. Not sure how wide the boom is. It might be too wide, we might not be too far over. See, once it's unfolded, might have to adjust just a little bit. No, we're not too far off. Still got another section to fold out there. Oh, look at that. Just about spot on. Backed up in there a little bit closer. See if we can raise the boom. Looks like we're going to have a conflict there with our front loader, but that's alright. Get that going up. Probably a better height. Turned on, and let's head off and get some fertilizer applied. There we go, it looks to be working pretty well. We'll just stop and double check the map. And there you go, you can see the dark blue line appearing behind us, which is perfect. So, carry on and get this done very quickly. Throw it onto a short little time lapse, and hopefully by then, I imagine FSG is probably going to be pretty advanced on getting the productions all loaded up onto a trailer and down to sell. There we are, just about all done as easy as that. Now, I couldn't remember the keybinds for my section controller. I realised I could have turned off one side of the boom or reduced the width of it so we didn't overlap quite so much. But the joys of having made our own fertiliser, I don't feel quite so guilty about wasting a little bit. So there we go. What do we use? Only about 50% of that, so about 600 litres. So considering we made that from slurry and water, that is a very nice little way to keep ourselves more sustainable. So very good. Now looks like FSG has loaded up. Has he taken all the wool as well? Gosh, he has. Wool's gone, lettuce is gone. I know he's loaded up all the maple syrup, so this is going to be interesting when he comes back, or well, at least we'll keep an eye on the dollars up on the top corner there and see how much they go up with what he's taking down there. Well, there we are. Well, we started off at 81. We're climbing over 106. I'm assuming we've obviously got the maple syrup still on, so 107. So how much was that? 26,000, I think I can see hiding underneath there. And I'm assuming he's still got the maple syrup to go and sell down at the other spot. We've reconfigured the Orkle trailer here to bulk. We are going to go down and buy 18,000 litres of barley, I think. It was the cheaper of the two, barley or wheat. We can buy it down at the farm shop as some feed for our chickens, so we can at least start to get some chickens into that big shed before we bring our own wheat in. It seems to make sense that we should try and get them producing as quickly as we can. There we go, another 3 grand for the maple syrup. Not as much as I thought it might have been. To be honest, I thought we might have ended up with a little bit more, but that's not too bad. Alright, we'll get pulled in under here. Now, I know FSG's been down and bought product from here a few times. I can't remember if I have. Let's have a look. Let's see. I think barley was the cheapest. Let's just double check the prices menu just once more. We've got wheat there, $842 to buy it for us, or $782 for barley. Now, of course, chickens will take either. We can't see there, but chickens will take wheat or barley. So I think we'll top this up with 18,000 litres of barley. Not going to cost us, what, 12 grand? Interesting to see how much we get out of eggs out of this. Of course, we have to buy the chickens too, so we shall see. $14,000 for 18,000 litres of barley. So we'll head on back down to the farm and see about getting some chickens purchased. Now, I hadn't commented, but the sunflowers and corn both looking very nice there in those two fields. I think we've done a good job with those. This field here is nice rectangular one. Going to be good to use in the future. Anyhow, well, I'm not sure if we can put the food in here now or not. We have to buy the chickens first. We'll back up here and see if it will take it. It does say we can start overloading, so let's put that in there and see how it goes. Alright, there we go. 18,000 litres of barley in the silos. Hopefully, not purchased the chickens yet. We're not going to lose all of that. It's not going to disappear. Just saying, I hope dumping that in there before we buy the chickens doesn't make it disappear.
Yeah, we'll soon find out, won't we?
We will. Right, how many are we going to buy, do you think?
So, here was a question I was thinking about on the way back from the shop. Do we, knowing how expensive eggs are, do we kind of hedge our bets? Because we need the cash we've got in the bank we need for the combine, right?
Yep.
Do we take a loan out for the chickens knowing it will get paid back pretty quickly with the eggs we make, the more we buy? Or do we err on the side of caution and only buy a few?
Well, what's the capacity? 5,000. Do we buy, I don't know, do we buy 1,000 chickens?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, something like that, and see how we go.
I think that's probably the go.
No. Obviously, if we buy the younger ones, they don't start producing eggs straight away, do they?
No.
But we could also put a cockerel in there, and then they would reproduce without having to spend any more on chickens as well.
Does that come at the expense of egg production?
I don't know.
Yeah. I reckon
Anyway, let's buy the chickens. Yeah, let's buy the chickens for now and see how we go.
We could always put in 1,000 egg-producing ones now and buy 1,000 non-egg-producing ones so that once they reach maturity, it'll boost us. But we get an instant return on some egg production.
I'm down for that. Right,
Alright.
I'll let you do the maths. How much is 1,000 chickens?
Well, they were $25 each, I think. 25 grand?
50.
Or was it 50? 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right, because it's $250,000 to fill it.
That's right.
$5 for the small ones, isn't it? So.
That's right, yeah, they're the babies.
Or do we spend 55 grand on chickens now then?
Yeah, do you want to do it as a loan, or do you want to...
Well, we've still got the soybeans to sell, and we don't need a harvester for another couple of months.
That's right, I was just thinking that, and we've just filled up the BGA, so we'll probably make that money back in time. Yeah, go for it.
And maybe sell some eggs in that time too.
Yeah, indeed.
All right.
Did you see how much we made for all the productions?
Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? Almost 30 grand.
Yeah, nice little...
Yeah, it was. Very good. And I sprayed our own fertiliser. It didn't cost us anything to fertilise those fields.
Brilliant. We're self-sufficient almost.
Indeed. Yeah. Right, let's go and buy some chickens.
I can see your food in the chicken coop as well.
Oh, I can too. That's good. Yeah. All right, let's go through and buy these. This is going to take a while. It's 60 a time.
Yeah.
Okay, go find something to entertain yourself. All right, so in here, let's add these up 60 a time. We're just going to crank through this and see how we go. If I get my buttons right, I should be able to do it without changing too much. Base to buy, enter there. Keep that there. Base to buy, enter. Right, so there's 1,000 of our $50 chickens. So we'll go through, let's put the 40 in first. And now we'll bump that up to the 60 and carry on going. I got into quite a good rhythm there actually, using the different keys. Made it much easier. Right. And there we are, 2,000 chickens. 1,000 egg producing, 1,000 non-egg producing. Doesn't quite look like there's 2,000 in there, but mark my words, there is. And if you look at our money gone down, you'll definitely see there is. There we are, 2,000 chickens.
Nicely done, Args. Nicely done.
So we'll wait and see if this pays off or not.
I know, this could be a terrible disaster. I think it will be alright. Looking at the price of eggs, I think we'll be good.
Wouldn't be the first terrible disaster you and I have had, though.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. And we're still at 35k in the bank, still pretty healthy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I think, what do we need, about 80 or 90 for the combine? Gonna get?
Yeah. I don't think we'll struggle to get that.
No, be fine. Alright, well that's pretty much most of our list done, isn't it?
It is for now. I think it is a case of, again, waiting for crops and just keeping an eye on the animals and making sure they're alright.
Yeah. We're going to move forward into June and get those soybeans sold now. Maybe sell some sheep.
Sell some sheep, see how the eggs are doing, and yeah, take it from there.
Alright, well I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, indeed, sir.
I think FSG's getting a little emotional. He's saying goodbye to them, one by one. Walking around, saying his farewells. Yep. Picturing them walking up the lonely ramp, meet their maker, and find their way onto a dinner plate. Farewell, my fluffy friends. Meanwhile, look at this canola. Ooh, it's a beautiful looking crop. 98% yield bonus. Fantastic.
Looks like we're going to make some good money on these older sheep as well, Args. If we sell the older 29-month-old ones, we're getting about $850 for them, and we only paid $480 for them. And it'll free up some space for the new sheep to reproduce as well.
That's not bad. I like how your rational mind is hiding your emotional state at the moment, though.
Why?
You're sad that they're leaving, I can tell.
Yeah, not as sad as you, but yeah. I have become quite fond of them.
On another note, check out that canola crop over my shoulder. Looking
It's
good,
looking
isn't it?
good, isn't it?
Yeah. Very good. I did want to ask you what happened in the cow barn, though.
1% out.
On your mix.
There was 100%, and there was 1% out of my hay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a mess.
But oh yeah, and then it auto unloaded.
Oh well. I think the eggs were an excellent idea, though.
Have you been to see yet? I haven't looked.
Ah, yes, I have. Have a look.
Geez, 2 pallets already.
That's not bad, eh? And we've used 5,000 litres of our feed for our 2,000 chickens. So 5,000 litres a night is basically what we need to keep them going at the moment.
That's quite a lot, actually, isn't it?
It will be, yeah. We have to get a decent amount of wheat off those fields.
We are. Well, I wonder if we need to plant wheat next time.
Yeah. Or just not expand our chicken block any further.
Well, this is true. All we buy is some more land.
What, for more chicken coops?
Just no, purely for wheat to feed
Purely
the
for
chickens.
wheat. Yeah, we could do. All right, and the soybeans are just about peaked. They're just over 2,000 a litre, so per 1,000 litres.
I saw that. That's excellent, isn't it?
So I think we'll load up and take those down too.
Yeah, that'll make us best part of 40 grand, which is good. I'm just looking at the price of eggs as well. October, November looks to be the premium price to sell them, so
right.
We should hold on to them then. There's a £1,000 difference in the price from lowest to highest, so
Okay,
definitely
that's
worth
good to
holding
know.
on to.
Good to know. We'll have to bring the forklift down and move them out of the way so the more can spawn. But I know some people have had issues with this chicken coop with the eggs not spawning, but certainly for us, no issues whatsoever.
Yep, so far so good.
Alright, well let's get this loaded up with our soybeans. Now, what have we got? 19,413 litres. This trailer holds 18. I can probably get 1,000 litres in the bucket as well. We might have to use the side-by-side to take some down. There's our 18,000 litres. If we just back up here, see if we can get some in the bucket. Now this is where, and we talked about it a few times now, this is where I would love to have a little option to overload. My lag making it a little bit hard to get in under there. There we go, it should do. 19,000, so there's 400 litres in there. Tell me, if you were a farmer, you wouldn't put that last 400 litres into the trailer there. But anyhow, it is what it is. We will make it do. So let's head on down and see what we make off this. Alright, moment of truth. Now we should get about $2,000 for what's in the bucket. So if we just give that a tip. Why is that not trying to tip? Because we've got a conflict with the trailer. That's unfortunate. It was opening our side, so we should just disconnect the trailer. There we go. We can tip the bucket now. See what we get off that. $2,030. Put the trailer back up. We should now be able to drive over and unload this as well. So just get to this point here. Get it tipping. $36,500. So about $38,500 from all of that. That is fantastic. What a score. I'm just wondering, we could buy some more barley while we're here, but I think we'll we've got enough. We've got enough for a couple more days, by which time we may even have started harvesting our own wheat. So here we go. Here goes the helicopter over. Goes across quite regularly. Don't know where it's going though. Probably just coming to keep an eye on us. Probably that famous Jason Statham guy, which he gets around in a helicopter. Well, we couldn't load directly out of the silo into the side-by-side, but we can use the bucket on the tractor and dump into the back there. So 413 litres of soybeans. It's going to be worth close to $1,000, so it's worth the effort to get it down there and run it down to the sell point. So we'll go and do that. I see FSG was loading up his feed wagon there, or the loading wagon, and to be going and topping up the BGA by the looks of things. Yeah, there he is. So we'll head on down at 40 miles per hour. It's going to be a lot quicker than doing it with the tractor as well. So we'll get this down and make another $1,000. Here we are over there. Looks like we've got a trigger and it will tip, and we'll go in there and get, how much more is it going to be? It'll be just under $1,839. Not to be sniffed at. It is money after all, and there's no point keeping them sitting in the silo. I mean, we could have sold them when we get the next harvest of soybeans in, but that's going to be 12 months from now, so, or at least 12 months before we'd be making any proper money off them. Right, let's get back down to the farm. Maybe get some sheep loaded up. Oh, well, just while FSG is selling our sheep, I thought I'd come over here and spend a little bit of time. We'll just create a bit of a stockpile of stones. We've still got a little bit of flattening out to do in here. We were talking about getting the bulldozer back in here maybe, but I think if we just work a little bit more, get this flattened out just a touch more, we might just come in and landscape it manually and get the last little bit flattened out. But we are all out of stones in the lime production, and we make a decent amount of money off it. So I think if we just get a bit of stockpiled here, we can either paint over it and get rid of it later, or we can come in and pick it up with the conveyor. So we'll go through and do this for just a wee while. FSG's taking the first load of sheep down, so we'll just have to keep an eye on the prices menu to see what we get for those. There we go, first load of sheep sold, $10,725. Now, while FSG's doing that, I thought I'd come over here and just flatten out a little bit more, maybe stockpile a little bit of rock that we can come and pick up at a later date. If we don't want to use it, we can just paint over it and plough it in, or do whatever we need to do to get rid of it. But if we do want to use it, we don't have any rock left in the lime crusher, so well, this might be a good option just to do while he's doing that. I didn't really have any other tasks to do around the farm, so this will give me something at least to try and help benefit us. So he's got 2 more loads to do. That'll be another, well, 2 more loads, another 20 grand, so $120,000. So we've been making money this episode as quickly as we've been spending it. In fact, we've been making more than we can spend, and we're trying our darnest to try and find things to spend it on. So not a bad problem to have.
FSG to Args.
Go ahead, mate.
We're onto a bit of a money spinner here. I think I'm going to clear about 40 grand with these sheep.
Yeah, I saw that. 10 grand a trailer load. That's not bad.
Oh, that's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll be in good position to sort ourselves out with our combine and stuff as well, I think. No problem.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Very good.
Are you levelling rocks?
Yeah, I just thought I'd come over here while you were busy doing that and just stockpile a few more rocks over here.
No worries.
Alright, well, we've made a decent pile there. We've still got quite a lot of work to do to get this leveled out. Like I said earlier, we may just come in here with a simpler landscape tool rather than worrying about the rocks, because that is going to take quite a while to load up, even with the conveyor, and put through the rock crusher. But like I said, worth doing. Made a good amount of income off that rock crusher. But I think FSG said he was going to do 4 loads. We're now up to $131,000. So I think we'll call that quits here. We'll head back over to the farm and go and see what he's up to. But we might as well take a bucket load of rocks, go and put into the lime crusher. So we'll head back over and catch up with FSG. Alright, there we go. Dump that in there, and it's pretty good timing because there is the man himself. Looks like he is parking things up, so done and dusted with the sheep for now. Let's just park that right there in the way and go and see what he's up to.
42 grand in sheep. Not bad, eh?
They always said sheep were a good thing.
I tell you what, our net income, if you think we bought the chickens, the chicken feed, and we're 131 grand in the bank now, it's crazy the amount of money we've just made.
We are, I was thinking about it before, we're earning it quicker than we can spend it. Who would have thought that at the start of this series?
That just feels like a fresh challenge for you.
It does. Like you say, we've got that combine coming up, so we'll have to think about what else we might need to buy though. Or could buy.
Indeed. You're going to want a quad track before long.
Yeah, I'd settle for an 8RX.
Well, that was, as always, we say this every time we do one of these episodes, don't we, that like ruthlessly efficient. We seem to get through a ton of stuff.
Yeah, it's incredible doing a multiplayer like this compared to single player, how much more you do get done. Even particularly things like the tasks we've done today, which are quite manual and labour intensive, because you can't use courseplay a whole lot or auto drive a whole lot to do what we've been doing today.
That's right. That's right. I do think we might need to put Loki's auto load in maybe at some point.
All right.
It's getting tedious loading up pallets.
All right. We can probably make that exception. Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
well,
I think I'm gonna get through this whole episode without a time lapse, I think.
Is that right? I managed to squeeze a couple in.
We'll see. We'll see in the edit.
All right. Oh, there's a lot of fun though. Enjoyed that. So hopefully next time we'll be harvesting, I reckon. Otherwise we're going to be digging a big hole somewhere.
Yeah.
There is a lot of rocks over there to move now though.
Yeah, well that's positive, isn't it? We know how much money that makes as well, so that's nice to know that that's sitting there.
Yeah, and I did notice that the grass over the back's ready to mow again too. So I know what we're going to do with that.
Because we've eaten into our silage today.
I did look at how much we had left there, thinking we need to keep some for the cows.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe a fermenting silo going forward as well. Cut out a bit of the manual work of putting it in the bunker.
Yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. I think we can spend some money on. I think I could agree to that.
Cool.
Oh, very well done. So thank you very much.
My pleasure. Always fun.
Are we going to ride off into the sunset in the side-by-side?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe not. Might be a little bit uncomfortable.
Yes, indeed. Now, I'm at FarmCon next week. I don't know if I've mentioned that, but...
No, so I didn't know you were going. All good.
We may first some time in the week to... I don't know what your week's like. Squeeze one in, or we might have to skip a week before the big harvest.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm sure we can figure something out.
Yes, indeed.
All right, buddy. I'll take care. Enjoy FarmCon. I can't say I'm at all jealous or envious or a green-eyed monster or anything.
No, it's going to be great fun, I think. Obviously. I'll share some vids with you.
Yeah, good man. Very well done. All right, well, you have a good week and we'll catch you soon.
Yes, you too, mate. Take care.
All right, catch you. Bye.
See ya.
Well, at least we still have a decent number of sheep. When you earn 40 grand off them, I can't say I was sad to see them go. And look at these ones. Oh, you're in a hurry to get over here. Look at these guys eating up, which is good. We want them to fatten up so we can put them on a plate somewhere as well. Maybe with the omelettes with our eggs. So lamb steaks and omelettes. Not sure if that's the thing, but maybe we could make it a thing. Who knows? Anyhow, that was another very productive episode. I'm very impressed with what we've got through today, and we haven't even started touching our crop harvesting yet, which is going to bring in, once we sell the crops, a whole lot more income. So, very, very nice to see. So as always, thank you all very much for watching from the FarmSim Guy and myself. Hope you enjoyed that, and we will catch you in the next one.